Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, or they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown
from 4 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Raiders take over first down.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
the Jets.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive player?
And the Raiders have got him.
Corey Littleton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Maurice Hurst, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on that front.
I like that. No one was mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard line.
To throw again. Carr going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Giants.
On the carry, this is Scott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Raiders. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Tanner Muse, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Now he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Or keeps it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? the guy with the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. This is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's pulled in at the 32. Needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The man here is Scott, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Down at the line of scrimmage. It's down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Giants 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
For a Las Vegas.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
New York.
Now back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
To Boston.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. Tonight,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And the Raiders have got him. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. And the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for the Raiders. 65 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Jacobs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
13 yards remaining on second down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Tanner Muse in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Gano's kick is... but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is a man he was looking for.
And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to run. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over of the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tanner Muse has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Again, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Complete to Boston.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, New York.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
3-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick.
It's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. And down to the 11. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the silver and black continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
Giants going to take over again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
49-yard line.
And the second down throw on target. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Giants.
Again, he'll drop the throw.
Catch made by Slayton. That catch good for only a couple.
To Darius Slayton.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 40-yard line.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. The Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Can't do that.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tanner Muse in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got some space here. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This one to Slayton over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this